Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be retrying some products that I'm probably going to be decluttering. I like to do this with all my products just to give them a fair shot. So the first product I'm going to be retrying is the Fenty Eaze drops. You can see that the color match is actually really good for my skin, and it does give a nice light to medium coverage actually for a skin tint. The finish is more on the natural leaning matte side. The problem that I have with this skin tint is that it just tends to look a little bit dry and heavy on my skin, and it also accentuates all of my pores and fine lines. So it's just not my favorite. It doesn't make me look any better. I feel like my skin looks better without it. The next product is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. This is a very high coverage but hydrating and emollient concealer. It used to be one of my favorites actually, but I don't know if mine has just gone bad or what, but it just doesn't sit the same way under my eyes anymore. So you can see when I blend it out, I do get a lot of coverage, which is one of the reasons why I liked it, but I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it just accentuates all of my dryness and makes my under eyes look very textured. Also, it didn't cover as much as I would have wanted. You can still see some darkness peeking through, and again, it just looks kind of clumpy under my eyes. So I think I'm going to be getting rid of that one. Next is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. I really wanted to love this powder because so many people rave about it. Alexa Blake here on YouTube loves it, but it just looks a little bit heavy on my skin. And I have dry skin, so it's really hard for me to find a powder that works. But I tried it again today, and I set my under eyes and my entire face, and it has a nice finish. It's not super matte or drying, but it just looks a little cakey. The next product is the e.l.f. Metallic Liquid Eyeshadow. I love this formula from e.l.f. I just found this shade in particular in Comet to be a little bit patchy. I've never experienced that with any of the other metallic eyeshadows, but actually today when I was applying it, it went on really smooth and I didn't have any problems. I don't know what happened the last time I used it. It was just super patchy. Maybe it was like the powder or the concealer I had underneath, but today it looked really great. So I'm going to be keeping this for sure. And the last product that I'm on the fence about is this BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibes palette. I love the idea of the palette because there's a lot of options. You can see the highlighter is super intense, and that's one of the reasons why I think I am going to be decluttering this palette. Is just the highlighter is pretty on camera, but in person it just looks like it's sitting on top of the skin, and I find that throughout the day little glitter particles kind of fall and scatter all over my face. Also, the bronzers are just a little bit too deep for my skin tone, but if you like really intense highlighters and you have deeper skin, I think you would like this palette. It's very pigmented and blendable. It's just not really for me. So yeah, this is a finished look. Overall, I think it looks okay from a distance, but the biggest thing was the concealer was just so terrible under my eyes. It looks like chunky and curdled and textured, and the powder just made my face look super cakey. Like, look at my forehead. You can see all the lines. Just looks really heavy. And I don't know if you can tell there, the highlighter just looks like it's sitting on top of my skin. Again, you can see all of my lines from the Fenty Eaze drops. It just sits in all of my lines and makes me look older than I am. So I think the only product I'm really going to be keeping is the e.l.f. Metallic Liquid Eyeshadow. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!